Good morning, this is Jonathan Friedberg with Aberdeen Funding. Today I'd like to talk to you about factoring, recourse and non-recourse factoring. Traditionally factors offer recourse factoring. What that means is that a certain period of time, usually 90 days after the date of the invoice, that we have funded you on, if that invoice has not been paid, we charge it back to the client. What does charging back to the client mean? That means essentially that after this 90-day period, unless there are extenuating circumstances which may justify us not doing this, we ask you to return to us the amount that we advanced to you sometime previously, together with the accumulated fees of this invoice. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to cut us a check. Our philosophy is that this flow of funds is from us to you, and very rarely do we want you to send us a check. What we do is we recover the amount advanced out of the available reserves. What are the reserves? The reserves are those amounts in excess of the advance rate which we gave you when we initially purchased the invoice, that we receive once other invoices have been paid. So we have an accumulation of reserves from other invoices, and we reduce that amount which is due to you either in full at once or by way of installments, depending on your ability to repay us the initial advance on this invoice that has been charged back over a period of time. Non-recourse factoring means that once we have bought the invoice from you and given you the advance, if that invoice is uncollectible for any reason other than fraud, we carry the risk and the loss is ours. Most factoring companies in the United States almost exclusively will use recourse factoring. Many clients feel that non-recourse factoring lets them off the hook and is much easier. And I guess it's intuitive to think that. But here's the difference. A company that provides you with recourse factoring such as ours is very careful about the extension of credit. We assess credit limits on all your customers. We monitor those receivables. We chase delinquent invoices. And all in all, our effort is designed not to eliminate all risk, but to minimize it completely. And so we're able to fund you on those accounts that you have, those customers that you have, that may not be top drawer, but that carry a medium level of risk. Now, if you're interested in non-recourse factoring, you're probably going to find that it may be possible for your advance rate to be much higher than the average that a recourse factor gives you. But the disadvantage, sometimes I think of it as the sting in the tail, is that a company that is offering you non-recourse factoring is going to be extremely careful about which invoices it purchases from you, and will probably default to buying from you only those invoices on your customers that enjoy stellar credit ratings. The result is that there may be any number of invoices upon which you don't get any advance. And so while it appears to be much better, in reality, it's not. So if you're short of funds and you'd like to discuss this further, please call me. Otherwise, I'll see you again soon.